You made it! You're finally here! Magic Kingdom is the OG park, and for good reason. But is it the best Disney park? Here are all the things that make Magic Kingdom amazing. Magic Kingdom is full of rides, shows, treats, and more for all ages, not just kids. Can you believe it? So I'm gonna take you through the top things that make Magic Kingdom amazing so you know what not to miss on your next Disney World trip. I am here for rope drop specifically because I need to ride some of these attractions that are important, specifically to Magic Kingdom. Now, Magic Kingdom itself opened up in 1971. It recently just celebrated its 50th anniversary. 18 months of celebration, its 50th anniversary. And now the company as a whole is celebrating its 100th anniversary. So Magic Kingdom is really decked with all of the 100th celebration costumes, decorations, and so much more. If you've never been to the Magic Kingdom, here's your Magic Kingdom 101. Now in Magic Kingdom there are a bunch of lands you can visit, starting with Main Street USA, Adventureland, Frontierland, Tom Sawyer Island, Liberty Square, Fantasyland, New Fantasyland, and Tomorrowland. Magic Kingdom opened second to Disneyland. Unfortunately, Walt Disney never got to see the end goal of the Florida project, which is what they called it before Walt Disney World was Walt Disney World. But Roy E. Disney took over to make sure his dream came to life with Magic Kingdom, and then the experimental prototype of Tomorrow, Epcot, and we went on from there. But the main goal of Disney World was a similar goal to Disneyland, just on a larger level, a place where families can have fun together. I just think we should mention the overall theme of immersion, right? There are many different lands, and each one is supposed to transport you into a different place, make you feel like you're in a totally different world, or land, or time. And Magic Kingdom does that by a couple different ways. The first way they do that is obviously by sight. The beautiful sets that surround the details. Again, that brings me to our next version of immersion, which is sounds. Now to give that classic Old Town Americana feel, we've got the amazing Casey Corner pianist. Just listen to that old ragtime piano sound. It definitely transports you to a different time because pianos don't typically sound that way. That's obviously some live entertainment. We can go as far as classic sounds, like sounds that make you believe that people are actually living in these buildings. For example, I'm going to take you to Center Street. And this is Center Street that is literally in the center of Main Street USA. There's a small, this is a small little like alley that you can take time to just relax in. It's very quiet. You're not going to find a lot of people, but so it actually says voice lessons, private lessons, dance classes. Not to break the magic for anyone, but no one is having 24 hours of dance classes and music classes up there. So it's a really great way to make this space feel like it's livable. They have speakers acting as if there's actual activity happening on the second floor, which is really cool and unique. Magic Kingdom and Disney World in general uses smell in many different ways. One, to entice you to buy things, but two, to really give you that feeling that you're in a different land, a different world, both on attractions as well as when you're walking through parks. You know I had to do it because hashtag live entertainment is important. Let's get into some of the live entertainment here at Magic Kingdom. They got an Encanto medley happening right now with the Main Street Philharmonic. Main Street Philharmonic is one of the marching bands that come through Main Street and play a medley of different tunes. Right now they were playing an Encanto medley. They've got everybody hanging out with maracas right now. It's a lot of fun. A lot of castles, Disney castles around the world, they don't have stages. Some of them do, but this one is a Cinderella castle stage, and a lot of stuff happens on here. Now, every couple of years they change up the main castle stage show. Friendship Fair has been here for a few years, and I'm hoping that a new one comes soon. No offense, Friendship Fair, you're lovely, but, well, there's just not a lot of conflict. Friendship Fair is a show that takes place on the castle stage where Mickey and Minnie invite all of their friends to the castle to celebrate, well, friendship. This is also where they do their welcome show at the beginning of the day, but the parties, I love the parties. So Mickey's Not So Scary and Very Merry Christmas Party, they have shows here on the castle stage. Each one is different. And before I leave Main Street, there's one more thing that I have to talk about that is exclusive to the Magic Kingdom, and it's what I think makes Magic Kingdom so amazing, and that is the fireworks spectacular Happily Ever After. Happily Ever After is a fireworks show that takes place around the castle, and also all the way down Main Street now. We've got new Main Street projections, which is really cool. Happily Ever After, I can't say enough about you. My second favorite firework display, second to Fantasmic. The first ride that we're gonna do today, one of our favorite attractions here at AllEars, and you can find different versions of this all over the world, but this version of this ride is exclusive to Magic Kingdom, and that is the Pirates of the Caribbean. I typically don't recommend rope dropping Pirates of the Caribbean just because it's not going to be your most in-demand attraction that you're going to see all day. However, we did hit a snag this morning. It is closed for technical difficulties, which means that I think we should ride something similar to Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, not similar like it's similar to that ride, but it's you can find different versions of these around the world. Wow, what a weird morning. Haunted Mansion is also closed, but it's closed all day today. It's not even on the My Disney Experience app as something you could ride today, because I'm just speculating here, but at the time of filming, Mickey's Not So Scary is happening in a couple days. We are headed to the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is a slow-moving dark ride that takes you through the stories, the different stories of Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, Christopher Robin, and more. Now, this version is exclusive to Magic Kingdom, but there are many versions of this all over the world. Now, there's a version of the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh that actually ended up in Disneyland that closed the Country Bear Jamboree. And there's a trackless version of this attraction as well overseas. Now, other than being exclusive to Magic Kingdom, the reason I think this attraction makes Magic Kingdom amazing, one, because it's a classic dark ride. Dark rides are a staple at Disney World, Disneyland, and all Disney parks. Dark rides are known for its storytelling, and the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh does just that. It takes you through all the different scenes that you're familiar with from your childhood in the Winnie the Pooh stories. I also love it because there is some villain representation, but not villainous enough that it's going to scare the young ones. So it's friendly for the young ones, but nostalgic for the older ones. I love all the homages to past attractions that Imagineers put into current attractions. Like, for example, in Winnie the Pooh, where in Owl's house you can see Mr. Toad handing the deed over to Owl, because that's where Mr. Toad's Wild Ride used to be. And I go over a bunch of crazy secrets where you guys actually sent me a list of things you think I'd never find in Magic Kingdom, and that video is up on the channel now, so go check it out. But in the meantime, let's go check out some things that are exclusive to Magic Kingdom, where there are some really great things that make Magic Kingdom amazing, things that make Magic Kingdom like no other park anywhere else in the world. And one of those things is the People Mover. The People Mover is a fan favorite. It is a train that takes you all around Tomorrowland. And I say train, I'm going to say futuristic train, because it doesn't look like your average train. But it is a train-type vehicle that takes you high above Tomorrowland and gives you a sneak peek of everything you can experience in Tomorrowland, as well as you can get a unique perspective about inside of some of these attractions. So you go through Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear. It's really cool. You can't see those kind of views from anywhere else other than the People Mover. This ride is definitely loved by the AllEars community, but it's also loved by, I just think, the Disney fandom, because it is technically still an attraction. However, it is more of just a relaxing way to view Magic Kingdom and get some breeze, get some light AC. I feel rejuvenated. I feel relaxed. I'm in Disney World in the dead of the summer. Well, what makes People Mover so amazing that makes Magic Kingdom amazing? I'll tell you. Now, I've already talked about how relaxing it is and all the things you can see inside of it. But the thing that I love is that it's exclusive to Magic Kingdom. Now, there used to be a People Mover in Tomorrowland in Disneyland. However, that was taken away a while ago to make way for a high-speed People Mover called Rocket Rods that it was built in a way that couldn't handle the speed and like the structure of Tomorrowland, of the bridges high above, started to crack, and it was not safe. So now there's just nothing happening up there, and now we have the sole People Mover, which is pretty exciting. As I'm riding these attractions this morning, I can literally feel your energy being like, what about the big attractions, the crazy ones? And typically with Disney, when they have a success, when they've got a hit attraction, they tend to copy and paste them and kind of spread them all throughout their parks. Really, the things that make Magic Kingdom amazing and the things that are going to be exclusive to Magic Kingdom or to whatever specific park we're talking about is the filler attraction. What is a filler attraction? Filler attractions are basically rides, attractions, shows with little to no wait time that you can do, no stress, in between your big attractions during your 2-hour cool down. And of course, when I'm referring to the 2-hour cool down, I'm referring to the current Genie Plus guidelines, which is Genie Plus, the free version, which is basically a tip board to let you know what times you should probably ride each ride. It is a free service, but not a lot of value, I suppose, because the whole point of Genie Plus, which is the paid version, is to pay to skip the line. So free version is helpful suggestions as when to ride the rides. Genie Plus is you pay a date-based fee. Another thing that makes Magic Kingdom so amazing is that it has the most rides out of any of the parks. So for example, if you're at Hollywood Studios and Rise of the Resistance breaks down, which it always does, there's a limited number of things you can probably do there to kind of, make up for the time and hope that it comes back up. However, at Magic Kingdom, there are so many other things that you could be doing if Big Thunder Mountain goes down, something in Frontierland, to Country Bear Jamboree, go to Tom Sawyer Island. I figured I'd show you one of my other favorites, again, filler attraction, but still exclusive to Magic Kingdom, something that makes it so amazing. It's the Carousel of Progress. The Carousel of Progress is a animatronic show where you actually rotate. The theater doesn't rotate. You actually spin around the theater, and it takes you through different generations, different decades. So what makes the Carousel of Progress so amazing that it makes Magic Kingdom so amazing? Well, it is a Disney World exclusive. It used to be at Disneyland, but that no longer is the case, which means this is the only one in the entire world. Makes it even more special because Walt had a hand in creating and designing this attraction. Similar to It's a Small World, it actually started at the 1964 World's Fair, and they brought it here to the parks. But it's definitely that old school animatronics. It's a little dated, specifically that last scene when they're talking about the future, because that future has more or less become the present. I think we have time for one more Magic Kingdom exclusive attraction before I think we should start getting into some of the food. I'm at what I believe to be a really underrated attraction, probably the most unique meet and greet experience because it comes with a little show and one of the best pre-shows, I believe, in Walt Disney World property. That is Enchanted Tales with Belle. Enchanted Tales with Belle is a interactive meet and greet where you are literally transported from Belle's cottage into the Beast Castle, where you're greeted by Lumiere and Belle, and with your help, they retell the story of Beauty and the Beast, along with a very cute and a sweet meet and greet right at the very end. It's super family friendly. It's really mostly geared towards kids because the volunteers who are chosen to reenact the story are typically younger ones. Enchanted Tales with Belle doesn't actually open with park opening because it is considered a meet and greet or live entertainment. Today, Enchanted Tales with Belle opened at 10:30. I am here for the first show just because I got here early. Again, the magic of Magic Kingdom is really within these filler attractions. As much as we love Tron and Big Thunder Mountain and all these kind of things, this is what I believe makes Magic Kingdom so amazing. But as I'm just walking through these lands, specifically Frontierland, all of a sudden I was reminded that Country Bear Jamboree used to be at Disneyland. Now the only place you can find it is here in Disney World. If you haven't done it in a long time, I would recommend it. I believe we only have 2 more rides on the list that I created. We're going to do the last ride a little bit later on today. But the one ride that I really wanted to do this morning to show you that there are so many different versions all over the world, but this one is unique to the Magic Kingdom, and that is Pirates of the Caribbean. And see that? I have a redemption pass. Let's figure out if we can do something else. Another thing that makes Magic Kingdom amazing is all of the food possibilities. There is something for everyone. Everything from window service, easy things, to quick service, to table service. Your table service is something that you're gonna need a reservation for. And that's going to be where you are actually waited on by a server or someone. There are a few other table service locations here at Magic Kingdom, like Be Our Guest, which is great for the atmosphere, however, not the best food, and Liberty Tree Tavern, which is actually rated the highest on AllEars.net by you. Now, the reason I know that is because Fred Bucket just did a full Magic Kingdom restaurant ranking, and you guys, and that was revealed as, spoiler alert, the #1. But the rest of the rankings, I did not believe when I heard what they were. You got to go check out that video. So right now, I'm going to take you to Columbia Harbor House, which in my opinion is the best quick service in all of Magic Kingdom. Yes, that is even more than Casey's Corner. I love Casey's Corner. I love their mini corn dogs, but this has AC and plenty of indoor seating, plus some options that you typically wouldn't be able to find at other theme parks or in other theme park locations. And if you go to the second floor, this is going to be probably one of my biggest reasons why I think Columbia Harbor House is the best, because on busy days like today, not a lot of people know that there's an upstairs. There's plenty of seating everywhere. This is my favorite room to go sit in because it actually has great views of the Magic Kingdom while you're eating. The great thing about quick service is I did mobile order. I mobile ordered on the way over here. As you can see, that's the line. I mobile ordered while I found a chair, and my mobile order is ready already. So definitely saving some time here. I got the trio platter, which is a combination of battered fish, fried shrimp, chicken strips, hush puppies, and french fries. Lots of fried food here. This is definitely typically the fan favorite, the most go-to. It wouldn't normally eat this by myself. I did not realize how big this was and how much stuff came with it. This is definitely something that's a little shareable. I should mention that the trio does come with cocktail sauce. One would assume for the fried shrimp. I got honey mustard for my chicken fingers and tartar sauce for the battered fish. I don't believe the fried shrimp was made to order. The shrimp inside was a little bland, a little rubbery. The texture on the outside, the fried part of it, was crispy and flaky. It wasn't too oily, which was appreciated, but medium on the shrimp. It's just a lot of fried. Everything on this dish is just fried. There's nothing light to mix this up a bit. There's no green. It's just a plate of brown. A brown fried food, which again, not bad always, but for this instance, it's just a little much. Now the battered fish with a little bit of tartar sauce on it. And cod isn't typically a fishy tasting fish, if that makes sense. Not a lot of salt. But overall, it's not bad. It's no Yorkshire fish and chips in Epcot, which is my always go-to for fish and chips here at Disney World. But again, this is all very middle of the road. I'll be very clear, I love Columbia Harbor House, but this is just not my go-to meal. It was a suggestion by a friend who's like,
have you had their trio platter? You gotta get it.
And now I'm like, why? I was just fine with my chicken fingers and my lobster roll. All right, got my hush puppy going in plain, because I don't think I've ever dipped a hush puppy in anything before. Let me know if I should be dipping my hush puppy into something. Lightly fried. The inside is light. Doesn't have you can see some air pockets, which is always important. Some sweeter notes on the back end because of the actual big chunks of corn. It's not like, you know, corn flavoring that happens sometimes with bad hush puppies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. No, these are actual chunks of corn here. So that's the hush puppies are good. But again, it's a plate of brown. Everything is just so dense. I feel like I'm eating the same thing again and again and again. It's all fried. Now, had I not gotten fries, you can also order green beans, more hush puppies, or rice, which rice and hush puppies still more brown, still more starch. Green beans would have been a nicer choice. I just don't like green beans, so no. So a plate of brown it is for me. We interrupt this mediocre food review to let you know that Pirates of the Caribbean is back open again. My Experience Redemption pass should work for Pirates of the Caribbean, since that's what it was for to begin with. Pirates of the Caribbean is definitely one of the things that make Magic Kingdom Amazing. Now there are different versions of Pirates of the Caribbean all over the world, but this one is exclusive to Magic Kingdom. Pirates of the Caribbean is a slow-moving boat ride that puts you right in the middle of a battle between pirates and a bunch of soldiers as the pirates are ransacking the town. They're looking for Jack Sparrow, they're looking for treasure, looking for whatever they can get their hands on. What I love about the Pirates of the Caribbean queue is that there are basically two queues. One is the standby queue, one is the lightning lane queue. One side of the queue is supposed to represent, you know, you're kind of on the pirate side and you're in the dungeons. And the other queue is supposed to be more for the soldiers. You know, you're gonna see on the other side of the dungeons. Like you're within these big fort walls and there's a bunch of cannons around you. See, look at this. See, we're one of the soldiers. We're, you know, we've got we're where the cannons are in case, you know, pirates are doing bad things. We've got cannons. There's one through line that I guess all these rides have in common that really make Magic Kingdom the most amazing, and that is storytelling. If you go to Universal, you're gonna get some great thrills. Even Hollywood Studios. I mean, that park is more thrill-based. Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror. They each have their own story, but they're definitely more based in thrill. Magic Kingdom goes back to what Disneyland always set out to do, which was family fun, but great storytelling based off of some of their intellectual properties. If you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe. Now go watch Fry Bucket rank all the restaurants here at Magic Kingdom. Bye.